We're going to pick right up into the middle of the battle sequence as Arthur just got finished up slamming into this holographic, terrible version of a putty that Alpha 5 seemed to create within the battle simulator. Arthur, you still technically have a movement and a free action if you would like to do anything with those.
Okay, yeah, since Dylan's next, I'm going to just shout out to Dylan and be like, hey, just make sure that when you're aiming for them, you try and take out one of those heads. It might help.
All right, and you're using your feature?
Yep, using my feature. I'm going to be using my little character reference. Be like, I know you can do it, but you've got a perfect shot. And my Heart of the Team allows me to add a shift to anyone's roll during their attack.
All right. So the roll of any ally within 60 feet that you can see and understand. So any ally. So you specifically like pointing to targeting Will?
Yeah.
Okay, so
they're targeting Dylan because it's their move next.
Oh, Dylan, you got it. So Dylan, you will have a +1 upshift to your next test. Okay. Excellent. And I did want, before we end this initiative round, we were still trying to work out the triple strike. So I do want to retcon something and say I was wrong, and Beatrix, you will get to make 2 more attacks, spending your personal power. You quickly kind of bring your scythes back together, and after that kind of holographic image dissipates, you can go ahead and make 2 more attacks against this creature to retcon those attacks that you would have made. So you spend 1 personal power, make 2 more scythe attacks against a toughness of difficulty 15.
Oh.
Right?
There we go. We can hear you now. It's cool.
Okay. Sorry.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I can make another one with my power sight, right?
Yeah, you're gonna make 2 with power. I think 2 with power sights. Let me see.
Yeah. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can use your weapons. Yep.
Okay. Righty.
Yep.
One swing at him.
That's gonna hit.
And then another one.
Sweet.
I'll just swing at this boy until he drops.
Oh.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the glitchiness in the system is just preventing you from making contact the second time. But you do feel an impact and sparks fly from that first of your triple strikes. Definitely dealing 1 point of sharp energy to this creature. And I'm going to say, since that was retconned, that attack hit before Arthur's. So it's still actually looking at Arthur.
Okay.
When you hit it that time, it would have been like looking, glaring at you, but then Arthur punched it immediately after, and it's focused on Arthur.
Tag team!
That's it. You guys are tag teaming against this. We do reach the top of the initiative. Now, a different rule within this system is that if any of you would like to, you can re-roll your initiative if you are willing to give up your movement for this round.
I mean, yeah, I'm not going to go in there for him. I'm focused on this guy, so I think I probably will re-roll in place of movement.
Okay. Yeah, so you guys re-roll your initiative, those of you who would like to. If you don't want to, you do not have to.
I'll reroll as well.
No change. Difficulty 0.
Good.
Snap. Cool.
It got worse. It got worse.
It got worse.
You're still last, but you're more last now.
Yeah, more last now. Beatrix moves up to a 10 in the initiative order.
Yeah.
That's good.
We're
So-
twinning.
Quick question for you guys. Who has a higher speed essence score, Beatrix or Evie?
I got a
5.
5.
Both had
The
5s.
same. We're twins.
That's the same. So here's what I'm going to rule. I'm just going to rule that whenever it becomes your turn on initiative 10, you guys can decide who goes first. I'm just going to keep it simple.
Evie, you can just go first, and then I'll follow after you.
You got it.
Okay.
All right, so just remember, those of you who re-rolled, your movement is gone for this turn, so you cannot move.
I mean.
All right, you got it. Didn't really change the initiative much, but but here we go.
Say the best to last is fine.
Dylan, it goes back to you. This creature is now not even focused on you, looking across the way at Will, who seems to be targeting it with his blade blaster.
I'm gonna like jump up and do like a swing at like the back of the neck kind
Okay.
of thing.
Hey, using 2 hands?
Yeah.
All right, you got it. I'm going to give you an upshift 1. I'm sorry, I should have sold, because it is focused. It's not kind of ignoring you. It's looking over towards Will.
Don't they have an upshift one from?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have an upshift 2 for this strike.
Ooh, nice.
Mm.
So powerful.
And difficulty is 15, right?
Difficulty is 15, yes. Oh!
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm going to let you
job.
describe how you take this holographic putty down.
Nice. So yeah, I just kind of jump up and swing hard, like almost like baseball swing, but with a sword, and just cleave right through the neck and take the head off.
Oh, and the head kind of falls, but then it starts to go glitchy as sparks kind of fly out of it. And then the hologram just like blinks a few times and it disappears. And it's gone. Well done.
Nice.
That-
And then I just kind of turn around
Yeah, you still have your
and
movement.
run up to the other one.
Okay, you're running up, yeah, kind of getting around it, surrounding it. Cool.
Yeah.
Arthur notices and be like, nice shot.
Thanks.
Yes. The hollow putty that's remaining is looking glaring at Arthur. And is gonna just gonna try to do the same thing that it tried to do to Beatrix. It's gonna try to grab you and like throw you. So we're gonna be making this slam attack. Not specialized. No skill shift. Are you now? You can see it coming after you, so you can decide whether you want to try to like deflect its arm with toughness or try to evade it from coming after you. So you get to
I'll use
choose
my
your defense.
toughness.
Toughness.
Yeah, I'd
what-
rather sort of like swing, swing my arm to sort of deflect its.
Deflect it off
grip
to the
so I
side?
can- yeah, so I can sort
Perfect.
of push it away from me.
So what is your evasion that I would, or what is your toughness that I would need to put as difficulty?
15.
15. You got it. Oh, and you deflect its hand out of the way as it seems to be getting super frustrated, standing and looming over top of you. Multiple arms, like just like wrapping, kind of trying to grab you. And that one, its turn. Evie.
Get at B and be like, all right, put your arms up real quick, and I'm gonna just slide right like under her arms to get on in there.
Okay, sure, yeah.
Chirp. And then bam, bam with my tonfas.
Okay, attacking with your tonfas as you call them. Oh, you already have
Yes.
them called to your hand. You slide under, you get ready to make these attacks. You get an upshift 1. Upshift 1 on your attacks due to the fact that it is just glaring and trying to grab Arthur right now.
Oh no, how do I do that? Let's see. Hi, yes, hello Artemis, you're not helping.
Go get him, Evie.
No, move.
No, that's my saber-toothed tiger. What's it doing over there?
Oh no!
Wait, alright. Sure, sir. Alright, it's a +1 upshift, so I hit the 1d6 then?
Yeah, it'll have
On this
it'll have like a
skill shift.
it'll have a +1 in parentheses beside it if it's a +1.
Yeah.
Yep.
All
that's
right.
what you want.
Okay, and the difficulty is 15?
15. That's right.
Let's roll with edge, because I got one.
Oh yeah, you got your player inspiration, so you're gonna roll with edge.
Yeah! Yeah, I did it!
Yes, that's one as power strike, putting it attacking successfully as you kind of move past Beatrix.
Scoot in between my two buddies.
Scoot in between your two buddies and slam it. And as you slam it, sparks fly once again, and it immediately turns its attention towards you. All 4 eyes glaring bright red. You can see the reflection in your helmet as they're looming over top of you.
I have regrets!
Well, we're gonna get him now.
All right, that brings us to Beatrix.
I will once again spend my personal power.
Okay.
To do what I do best and
Triple strike again?
triple strike again with a power side.
Give yourself an upshift 1 on. Well, do it one at a time. Like, do your first one. Give yourself an upshift 1, because it'll depend on if you hit the creature or not.
Okay.
So, you seem to be so thrilled that Evie's getting involved in the action that you're just distracted for just a moment, and you just that attack just goes wide. But you can still triple strike, and you can attack again if you'd like.
Oh, by the way, I don't know if it's worth mentioning, just real quick, sorry guys. I don't think anyone in the live stream can actually see what we roll, because it seems like it only says, like, the details, like, effect.
Oh, yeah, it's because I scroll. If I scroll down a little bit, they'll be able to see. Yep.
Just thought I'd point it out.
Oh, yeah, you got it? Mhm.
All
So
right.
you triple striking then?
Yes.
All right, you got it. So this attack will also have an upshift because you didn't successfully hit it.
Oh lordy,
But
2
I-
attacks.
But
Yes,
another miss. You can go ahead and attack again. This still has an upshift.
please hit. Oh god.
Oh, 3.
Oh.
It's strange. This computer program seems to be malfunctioning, and every time you go to strike it, it just like glitches out for a second.
Swing,
I was
swing,
just gonna be like, damn it, Evie, you're too beautiful to be here.
And every time it glitches out, the others can see like Dylan doing a different pose on the other side.
Yeah, it's like catching images of Dylan in a strobe light. You know.
Yeah.
So good. I love it. Anything else you'd be doing, Beatrix? You still technically have your movement and a free action.
I don't have my movement because I rerolled my initiative, I think.
Oh, that's
But
right. Yep.
I'm just gonna stay there, frustrated as heck, with power, being like, you betrayed me. I won't use you again, damn it.
Excellent.
Sorry!
All right, Will. It seems the one that you were targeting has been destroyed by Dylan. What would you like to do?
Yep. I'm gonna see my friends all around one, so I'm gonna jump towards it, switch
Okay.
my blade blaster into the dagger form, and try
you
to
flip
come
it
down
around?
on it.
Yes,
Mhm.
awesome.
And come straight down on it.
Excellent. Go ahead and make your attack.
No specialization.
You are going to have an upshift
No.
1 because it is looking towards Evie right now.
I need that. And difficulty of 15, you said?
15. Yep.
Wish me luck.
Whoa!
Hey,
critical.
That's a hit. Yeah, critical success. So when you critical, you can basically add an additional point of damage. That's like the base one that you could do. You could also do kind of like narrative like benefits. Like you could activate like knock the creature prone or something creative that you can think up of why that would be a critical hit. So it gives you kind of some narrative options as well. So criticals aren't just automatically like double damage. It's totally up to you what you would like to do.
I am going to knock it prone because I came down with everything I had on it.
Okay, excellent. And you do so. And it sparks fly from the impact, and it's laying there just staring at that black space at the top of the holographic chamber there. But then it like just turns its eyes, seeing you like looming over it with this dagger, is just looking directly towards you.
I wave at it.
Excellent. So this guy is, I'm just going to use that little token to represent, it is prone in front of you. Anything else you want to do, Will?
Nope, that'll be it.
All right, Arthur, you're up.
All right, so I'm gonna for this one, I'm gonna like pose and get ready. I'll be like, let's see if we can finish this, guys. So I'm gonna get out my power lance, which shouldn't be confused with a weapon previously known in the original. It's more of like a medieval lance, and that's what I'm gonna be using, which uses my might as well.
All right, and with a
It's
free
like
action, it
like
flashes
like a
into the
proper-
palm of your hand. Yeah.
Like a proper medieval sort of like looking like medieval-esque lance from like British knights, so it fits me perfectly.
Excellent. Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna get out and then gonna full like sort of like pelt it into
Okay.
guy with the power lance.
Now, you automatically get an upshift 1 because it is focused on will, but you also get to roll with edge because it is prone.
Yeah, what's the difficulty?
Difficulty is
15
still
still.
15. Yes. Mhm.
Okay. And with an edge.
17 success.
Oh, nice.
And go ahead and describe how you take it down.
So yeah, as I pull it out, I'm gonna just like literally hit it right into its main body, so I can full pelt all of my strength into it, just like swack it into its stomach.
Oh yeah.
So like full sort of like piercing damage.
Yeah, and as you slam into it, sparks fly. You can see that the eyes that are glowing looking at Will, it turns to face you, Arthur, but then the eyes start to blink and flicker. And then they go out, and then the whole hologram just vanishes in front of you. It disappears.
Nice, full power non-stop, guys.
We did it! Everybody gets
High
hugs.
And that takes us out of initiative order. So I'm going to clear our order for us. Remove all turns. And
That wasn't
I think
so
we're
bad, y'all.
getting pretty good at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should have stayed back though. I feel like maybe would have been better if I just stayed back.
No, you were wonderful.
It's fine.
And so beautiful. We need inspiration.
Yes, we did great, y'all. Alpha, are you there?
at this time, the door opens at the back of the chamber, and Alpha 5 enters, and... Aye, congratulations, Rangers! You've easily defeated my holographic Mongo putties. I still have a lot to work on them. Still work in progress. But I'm so proud of all of you.
Alpha just goes and takes his helmet off, so he lifts up his helmet and be like, man, it gets a bit hot in there sometimes. Oh wait, it's because we fought, never mind.
Yes.
I mean, Alpha, if you ever want some help, I would love to understand how all of this technology works.
Oh, absolutely, Evie. I would love to show you around the command center.
Yes.
See, I would do that, but I'm worried that would be considered cheating.
I mean, I'm gonna work in Arctech Valley after I graduate, so I feel like I should familiarize myself with some of this tech.
Oh,
Yeah.
Alpha, don't let her set you up on a date.
What?
No!
I
Alpha!
don't know any
A date?
robots.
what are you talking about?
Alpha, do you have a girlfriend or a robot boyfriend?
Or partner.
Alpha just stands there
Or
like,
a
oh,
partner.
bro.
None that is programmed anyway.
Oh no. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
You can't
find
program
you.
love.
Oh.
That seems like a challenge.
Yeah, that does seem like a challenge.
Can you program love into a robot?
What do we do? He's perfectly capable of loving us. You love us,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely. I love all of you.
Exactly. See? You.
And Evie, for some strange reason, you feel like you have $5 in your pocket.
It's a hologram.
Oh,
That's it.
there it is. Hey, no. I know. Donuts. We should go get donuts.
Donuts, yep. $5 for donuts.
Yes.
Jelly filled.
Maybe
Oh, yeah.
Arthur just maybe we should report to Zordon quickly.
Oh yeah, Zordon is ready to meet with all of you. He is super excited about your success in the battle simulator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Follow me! And Alpha just starts to like waddle his way out of the battle simulator. And
He's
you
cute.
guys,
I'm sure he has somebody.
and you guys are out of that chamber. So I'm gonna go ahead and just move you guys back to the title screen there. You guys make your way back in front of Zordon's lighted tube, as you can see his morphed and distorted face kind of floating in there in that space within the tube. And he looks at all of you and begins to speak to all of you and says, Rangers, I could not be more proud of each of you. You have done well in your training and continue to grow in your trust of each other. Although there is still much to learn, I fear that Rita will not delay in hashing out a plot to destroy Angel Grove. She is a relentless adversary and will stop at nothing to get what she wants. Harness your new powers, embrace them, and use them to defend those who cannot defend themselves. Lift each other up in all situations and help one another. Where you may fail on your own, you can accomplish the impossible together as one. Above all, don't forget to always live by the Power Ranger directive. First, never use your power for personal gain. Second, never escalate a battle unless your enemy forces you to. And finally, third, keep your identity secret. You must never reveal your identity. Never. Well done, Rangers.
That was specifically at you, Dylan. Just
What?
kidding,
You think you know me? You don't.
Nobody knows Dylan. Even Dylan doesn't know Dylan.
We'll get there. We'll
You're
get there.
so right. You're so right.
Thank you. Sometimes I think I was born to be a philosopher, but other times I'm just like, yeah, take the camera and go, girl.
Hey guys, do you think we should probably demorph? I mean, we probably should save these suits for a proper important time, don't you think?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, just about to put the helmet back on. I'm just about to power down.
All right,
It's
yeah,
really
you guys.
fun though.
You guys, with just that instance, you guys are demorphed back into your street clothes within the command center, as Alpha 5 begins to just kind of like show Evie a couple things on the computer systems and stuff, showing her buttons that they press to, like, when I'm ready to teleport you all to the command center, I just go over here and I start going bleep, 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 like pointing to the buttons and things like
the
that.
Power. I can now summon you.
Oh, that was me thinking all we have to do is push a button and get a treat.
Ooh, a treat button. I could work on that. I could work on that. A treat button.
A teleporting donut button.
Yep.
One thing I did want to mention, that battle simulation did not count against your uses of abilities for this day. So immediately after the battle simulation was completed, you guys, any personal power that you used, anything that you used is automatically recharged at no cost. If you took any damage, you're healed. It was just a holographic image. It was just a simulator. None of it was real.
So guys, what do you think we should do now? I mean, sounds like we graduated already.
Donuts.
Yeah. Did we agree on that?
Hey,
Oh,
Apple,
and
want
tea.
donuts?
Aye, donuts. I don't know if I can eat donuts.
Oh, that's
You
really
don't know?
sad.
Evelyn, is there any way you can program these communicators you invented to sort of, get us back to where we was?
Yeah, right. But we can do it to teleport us back, right?
Oh, of course, we can do it right here. And Alpha walks over to a computer, gets ready to press a button, and then you guys hear, as an alarm just starts to go off within the command center, and the lights start to begin to flash and glow different colors of red and green and things of that nature. As it begins to flicker, it almost kind of starts to look like a little rave or party going on in here. As this
I didn't
alarm
touch
system
anything.
What's happening?
Rangers,
Zordon, what's going on?
sense something is going on. Zordon, what is the problem? And Zordon kind of looks at all of you and says, Rangers, I'm sensing distortions in the morphin grid in several locations around Angel Grove. I'm afraid that General Repulsa is up to something. We are now picking up reports of kidnappings at each of the distortion locations around Angel Grove. I want you to go investigate and see what you can find out. I do not believe this will be dangerous as the distortions have since passed. Alpha 5 will support you from here in the command center should you require assistance.
Okay, Zordon. I guess we got a little work job to do, guys.
Donuts will have to wait.
Oh, that's
Oh man.
Alpha, can you teleport us to the scene?
There's
Alpha-
lots of scenes, right?
Yeah, Alpha kind of like stumbles over and starts like pressing some buttons. I'm currently working on trying to get some information about these locations. If you could just wait for one moment. Evie, can you press those few buttons over there? And kind of points on the...
Yes.
And gets you kind of involved in the process. All right, excellent.
Should we stick as a team, or...
Yeah.
I'm for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do
we
not
should
want
stay
to split up.
Yeah, we should stay together. Evelyn, see if you can get a better track on whereabouts it's coming from. Meanwhile, rest of us will kind of need to get our stuff together and figure out where we're going to go first, because if there's more than one location, we need to figure out exactly the hotspot where all these issues are coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. So, taking some time, you can see Alpha is kind of directing Evie and getting her involved in the process. Alpha's moving around from one panel to the next, kind of typing in buttons, working his magic. And then eventually Alpha returns to the group. It says, Rangers, I've pulled information from Angel Grove police files about distortions and found out that these distortions are all related to the kidnappings. I'll transfer that information to your risk communicators so you know who you're looking for. Go find these 3 missing people and bring them home. And you guys have some information on your risk communicators. What I'll do for next time is I'll make sure that that I can't share all this information with you without making I'll make a new like handout and give this to you guys, but I'll just go ahead and tell you right now as you guys are looking on your communicators. One of the missing people is a student named Maya Lopez from Angel Grove High School. Age 14, has a GPA of 4.0. And a police report says she was last seen at the high school student council room 19B yesterday at approximately 3:45 p.m. Notes that it has on Maya is that she is an honor student in the 10th grade. She actually skipped 9th grade because she was so smart. And Lola Lopez was the person who filed the police report and is extremely worried. So that's your first information that you get from Alpha 5. Second one is a university student named Luca Franco. Age 20, goes to school with you guys. GPA 3.3. Last seen at the job fair on campus yesterday at approximately 11:30 a.m. Notes, attending the university on a soccer scholarship. Major is economics. The school notified Luca's parents that Luca missed soccer practice. And the parents, Mr. and Mrs. Franco, filed the missing person report after receiving that information. Now, the last one, you guys are going to have to correct me if I misspell this wrong. Jin Lilin, Xin. Does that sound like I'm pronouncing that right? Is it Jin?
Shin.
Shin Lilin, age 19, also from the university. GPA 2.6. Last seen at Playa de la Paz Beach yesterday at approximately 2:23 p.m. Major, liberal arts. Missing person report filed by BFF Wendy Yi, who states she walked away to record a video for social media. When she turned back, Jin and her dog Clementine were gone. But Jin's phone was left behind, laying on the ground where she was last seen. Wendy Yi reported that is what tipped me off there was a problem. She would never go anywhere without her phone.
Seems legit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, guys. I mean, sounds like we might have to split up temporarily just to find out if we can find out anything from when it disappeared. Is there any source you can find, Alpha, or is it just a case of the reports?
These
are
the
these
only
correlated? Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Is this correct? Did disappearances correlate to the energy that you're seeing?
Well, according to Zordon's knowledge of the distortions, that these distortions have passed, but they came from these locations that these police reports are filing against. So, perhaps these are the 3 locations that we need to be investigating to see if we can find out more information about what is exactly going on, and where these people are, and how we can help them and bring them home.
Should we go visit the people that they were last with?
Okay, how
Would
about...
that look a bit odd?
Oh yeah, that's true.
I don't know. We could say we're just we're Scooby-Doo and gang. You never know what kind of people you never present yourself to. Could be fine. They won't mind. And the main thing is at least we're looking.
Yeah.
They must be so scared right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alpha
We have
5's just
3
like, I can only imagine.
Okay, Alpha, are any of these people missing from the same location, or are they quite a distance away?
He kind of
One
looks...
was the high school, one was the university, and one was the beach, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
so they're pretty spread out as far as what you guys can decipher.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're gonna have to go probably the locations and make sure that see for some evidence that's there.
Okay, so the way I'm thinking this, guys, if Evelyn, Beatrix, and Will head to the university, see what you can find out there about the disappearance of that student, and then me and Dylan will head to the school and see if we can find out what's going on there. Then we'll meet at the beach and see what we can find there together. Sound like a plan, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's go.
honestly. Let's do it.
All right, Zordon, can we teleport to the quite close to the locations? Hopefully, without anyone seeing us.
Oh, absolutely. Alpha 5, can you take care of it? Right on it, Zordon! And Alpha 5 begins to start typing in some information. Now, go ahead and relay that information to me. So Arthur and
Arthur and Dylan
Dylan.
are going to the school,
and
then
the high
Beatrix,
Yeah.
school?
the high
Okay.
school, yeah.
Okay.
Beatrix, Will, and Evelyn are gonna go to the university.
The university. You got it. Perfect. So Alpha begins to type in that information, and within a flash of orange, crimson, teal, navy, and pink, once again, you guys feel that weightlessness come about you as you guys are teleported and transported to different locations. I will start with Arthur and Dylan. You guys are teleported. Before you're teleported, also, Alpha 5 does reassure you that you guys can communicate with him via your communicator at any point, and that Zordon and Alpha 5 will be there to support in anything that you need help with. So you guys got that reassurance that the command center is not far away from you at all. And you guys are headed to the high school. Angel Grove High School. So, as you're teleported into, and this is Friday after school hours. So, school had just let out probably a little bit of time ago. And you basically teleport into a hallway within the school. And you see the school is just, walls are lined with like different posters for advertising different clubs. There's lockers like lining one of the hallways, and you can see little entrances to doors of different classrooms and stuff as you guys are in the school. School building would technically still be open as there's still custodians and things cleaning up, so it wouldn't be out of place for people to be here, but you're in the hallway basically of the school.
So we better start looking, I guess, Dylan? We see what
Yeah.
where the distortion about is. Alpha, how close are we to the actual distortion?
Just head down the next hallway and you should see the room 19B.
I'll start heading in that direction.
Okay.
I follow.
So you guys are making your way past all of these things and making your way to room 19B. As you see, the door is open. The room is empty. There's no one there. You can see it contains 25 desks that are nearly empty and clear of all materials. Save for a few stray papers and pens. Looks like to you an ordinary classroom. You can see that there are like some on a whiteboard in the front. There are some leftover notes of things that student council is currently working on. Like one's like organizing a litter crew for the high school campus and things of that nature. And there's also like an attendance sheet that's like taped to the whiteboard. And as you go up to the attendance sheet, it clearly says that Maya was present here yesterday for the meeting.
Okay, Dylan, you check on the far side and see if you can find the desk, perhaps, or even, the kids' area, to see if you can find anything kind of out of place or anything. I'm going to check the teacher's desk, because you never know, teachers have weird stuff. So
Okay.
I'm going to head over to the desk.
Okay. So you're going to kind of like root through the desk a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to see if there's anything out of place, if
Okay.
anything's like perhaps in the desk that shouldn't be in there, or
Okay,
just
go ahead.
any evidence of
You can
something that
both-
teachers necessarily wouldn't have.
You can both make alertness rolls. If you have investigation as a specialization, you can use it. But I think investigation is under. It'd be under alertness. Mm-hmm. So alertness rolls. I'm gonna say your difficulty for this is going to be. I'm just gonna say just put a 10 in there for difficulty for both of you.
No skill shift.
No skill shift. You guys are just kind of like
10.
snooping around in the room. Got it.
10 for
I'm-
difficulty.
I'm gonna use my luck that I got from chat.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Go for it. Excellent.
Hey, thank you, chat.
There you go. Okay. So Dylan begins to look around all through the desks and stuff. Just a bunch of like crinkled up old pieces of paper. You find a note that one kid had passed to another kid. Random broken pencils and erasers and just random junk as you're just looking around. Nothing that really like tips you off at first. Arthur, you kind of start rooting through the teacher's desk, and on the third drawer on the bottom shelf, you see there is a sandwich. Has one bite taken out of it. It's kind of been just stuffed down in there. Not sure how new. The lettuce is still green, so it's probably not too old.
I just look at Dylan and be like, "Hey, Dylan, I don't know about you, but I think this is a waste."
Yeah,
Just-
why would you leave? Why would you leave a sandwich like that?
Yeah.
Honestly, it hurts.
Is it just me, or is sandwiches basically following us today?
Well, it's following you for sure.
And just put it back and be like, well, I might have to.
I mean,
Leave
if you
that where it
cut
was.
off the piece where they took the bite, you could just.
Dylan, I am not eating this.
There's the line. We found it.
Yeah, that's it. You found it. You found it. One thing, Dylan, you stumble upon. You're near the front door area. You can see that the trash cans have clearly been emptied. It seems like custodians have been in here and have already cleaned up the room for the day for the most part. Of course, they can't like do any deep cleaning, so you're going to find random things every once in a while. But it's one strange thing as you look outside the door into the hallway, you notice that there are a bunch of posters advertising different clubs and various events in the school. One poster just kind of strikes you as odd. Like, there is a next to a poster that says like join the science club, there looks like this life-size poster of a teenage boy.
Just the boy?
Yeah, and it's like it's not attached to the wall. It's just like leaning up against it. Looks like a cardboard cutout of a teenage boy. It's like leaning up against the wall.
Do I notice it?
I'm.
If Dylan points it out.
Hey,
sure.
hey, Arthur. Is it typical for American high schools to have cardboard cutouts of teenage boys, or is this weird?
Just gonna come over to Dylan. Be like, why does that person look a bit familiar? And I'm gonna get out my just go onto my communicator and use the holographic feature that Evelyn puts on it.
Okay. Sure. So you're using your communicator. As you're typing this in, I'm going to pan to the other group for a little bit. As they are brought to the campus. And you guys, as you guys come, you hear on your communicator, Alpha 5's like, I had to teleport you to the nearby alley. It seems the area you wish to investigate is also the site of the job fair. Be careful, Rangers. Bring those kids home and find out what's going on. And that's the information that you guys get as you teleport to what it seems to be like an alleyway, and you can hear hustle and bustle straight ahead of what that courtyard was near the end of the greenery area, where there's a bunch of buildings that kind of surround this paved area, where there's a lot of like temporary like pull-up tarps and tents set up where there's a job fair currently going on.
Do we know what?
Eyes up.
Yeah. Do we know what tent, like what job tent he get lost by? Or is it kind of a general area?
Let me see. It's a good question.
What was his major again?
Economy?
Economy. So we
Economics, yeah.
probably need to look near that section, right?
But he was here on a scholarship
For
from
soccer.
soccer.
Yeah.
So maybe we should check out both economics. There's like sports, I don't know, sports team recruiting thing or something like that.
Yeah, you don't get any like information about, like, from what you guys have, you don't really get any information about like where exactly like this individual was at the job fair. Like, there's nothing really like that indicates based on the just simple information you got from a police missing person report. But it's just going to just require you guys to actually go in and investigate and see if there's anything that kind of sparks interest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think the economics is probably the best place to start.
Yeah.
So we would try to find that booth.
Okay.
Is it still going on, or are the booths all taken away now?
Oh no, it's crowded. Like, there's a lot of people here.
Okay.
Like, it seems like
I'm gonna
it's
try not to get distracted by any robotics that I see.
yeah, and as you guys make your way around the corner, it's definitely like people are interviewing, and the place is just buzzing. The job fair is like in full swing, and there's hundreds of students moving around, flowing around, stopping at different booths, taking up pamphlets. It seems like sometimes students are being taken off to the side, and it looks like they're giving like a live interview. Like some of these places are like wanting to hire people like right as soon as they get done with school. So they're trying to scoop them up here from the University of California, Angel Grove. It seems like you're like searching for a needle in a haystack here. Like, there's just so many people and it's packed. But then you spot some police tape off to the side. And beyond it, there's a couple of officers that seem to be interviewing students in the midst of a job fair. One of them is kind of like a heavier set officer, wearing kind of like his hat a little bit crooked on his head, and the other one's kind of like a taller, skinny, gangly looking one with a larger nose. And he seems to like, you guys can hear, he's like one of those people that you can pick out their laugh from a mile away. He's like, yeah, and laughing off into the distance behind the police tape.
Will would approach the officers.
Okay, sure. So as you're approaching, like one of the individuals that they were currently talking to kind of just waves goodbye and makes his way off, and just, whatever. And he just like moves on past. And you approach, and what were you going to say there, Will? Sorry.
Hi, officers. I'm one of the RAs on campus. Can you tell me what's going on here?
The heavier set one looks towards you, and you can see that they are wearing badges, but they look as if they're made probably from plastic. And they're just like made out of like they're maybe spray painted with gold to look, and you can clearly see that it says junior officer on their tags. And the one individual looks at you and says, "Good day, civilians. As you can see, we, police, are on the job. We're behind the yellow tape guarding the important area. Do you have anything important to report? If not, move along."
And as I'm saying this, my hands are behind my back, so hopefully the others can see that. I'm trying to give like the sneak around symbol behind my back while I'm trying to distract them.
Yeah, well, the skinnier, gangly one like puts his arm on the more heavy set individual and says, "That's right. You tell him, Bulk."
Oh.
Chomps his gum like rapidly.
As one of the RAs on campus, it's my job to make sure everyone is just doing well and having fun and even being well fed. I heard there's actually a nice buffet over there. Have you all been to that yet?
RA police. RA police. Police. And he kind of holds up he's like holding up his shirt like his shirt's like climbing up past his belly button as he's like holding it up like this, like showing you this, and the other one's like
very official.
Police.
It
That
looks
doesn't
very,
look
very
very
official.
official.
Yeah, it is. Totally.
I want to look to Evie and just kind of be like, maybe we should just go and go over there. I'm trying to tell her like, take a look while he's distracted.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? A couple of you trying to sneak around? Is that what? That's the indication that I was getting. Is that what Will was trying to?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Try
to get their attention. Okay. So who would want to attempt?
I wanted to sneak.
Yeah, I guess I'll sneak with Beatrix.
Okay. You guys can go ahead and make these are infiltration rules.
Ooh.
Okay. If you are like specialized in stealth or sneaking, you could use your specialization. If not, you're just gonna make a straight up roll. Let me.
Would my teacher influence allow me to do something here?
What would you like to do?
When a fellow Power Ranger must make a non-combat skill check, I may lend assistance with an additional edge. So I'm trying to keep them distracted so they can do this.
Sure, I'll allow it. Yeah, very good. So they seem to be distracted. You brought up RA, and they seem to be going back and forth on who has authority here. You know, it's like, but yeah,
What's the
difficulty for this is going to be I'm gonna call it 10.
Mm-hmm. And then, is it with edge, snag, or normal?
You guys are going to be rolling with edge because Will is helping to distract.
Evie is just helping distract for Beatrix. Clearly.
Sure.
Clearly.
Sure.
Like,
Evie's like
hi,
just...
Mom.
Yeah, Evie just...
Evie's extra distracting.
Yeah. Evie tries to move beyond the tape and gets caught on the police tape, and it moves a little bit. And the tall, gangly one looks down at the tape. Hey, Bulk. And then turns around and kind of looks towards you and sees you like... just like stop there.
Really be careful about this. It's kind of a tripping hazard. I'm just saying.
But that provides Beatrix the opportunity to sneak around the other side, where she's kind of getting back. What would Beatrix do, sneaking by unnoticed into the police tape area?
I just want to see if there's anything suspicious, or something off about the area, or the police officers, or this general setup.
Okay. This area, the way it's set up, is kind of like in a corner area where it kind of goes right, like almost wraps around a building area. The way they have it taped off, it is leaning up. It is leading up to a couple other booths. And go ahead for me and make we'll call this an alertness investigation check. And I'm gonna just type in difficulty is 13.
13.
Mm-hmm.
And this is a normal check, right?
Yes, normal check. All right, 17. So you're kind of moving around as you can hear conversation taking place behind you with Evie and Will, who continues to kind of keep the distraction going. As you guys are looking beyond Bulk and Skull, and you can see Beatrix is just back there kind of snooping around in the police tape. You notice a couple things. For one, there is kind of like this crate. It looks like that's been used to carry some type of materials in, or some kind of like a luggage crate. But on top of it, there is a clipboard sitting there. And it looks like it's like right behind this individual, known the taller, lankier one. Skulovich, and it's kind of just like sitting there. And another thing that you strangely notice is as you get near one of the other booths, there is what looks to be almost like a cardboard standee of a college student kneeling with her bag on the ground.
Okay, I'm gonna note the cardboard, and then can I try and swipe the what do you call it, the clipboard?
Absolutely. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say with your 17, you can grab the cardboard, and as you grab the cardboard, you realize it's much heavier than you would expect. Like, and then you kind of look to the back, and it's strange. It's front and back. Like you can see it's like the back of the university student, the front of the university student as you look on this, and you're kind of holding on to it. And you also notice that Skulovich is still being distracted, but how are you guys continuing this distraction as you see Beatrix starting to tiptoe towards a clipboard behind the junior officers?
So, y'all are with the police, right? What's the most dangerous thing you've ever seen?
Let's do this. Make a persuasion roll. I'm gonna give you edge on this roll.
Ooh.
And difficulty will be a 10. Okay?
Okay. Edge, so no skill shift. Difficulty, you said 10?
10, yes.
And you said with edge. 13.
13. They kind of look at each other and look back at you, Will, and smile. And then the one is like chomping his gums. Like, you want to tell him or should I? I got this. One time, there was this one rowdy individual. And then as that conversation starts to pan out a little bit, we see Beatrix like sneaking up. Go ahead and make an infiltration check, Beatrix. And I'm going to grant you edge on this roll with a difficulty of 10.
Yeah. Edge. Okay.
Nice. So you sneak out. You guys watch. Beatrix rolls back, grabs this clipboard, kind of tucks it under her arm, and starts sneaking back beyond. And you guys are just getting some kind of lame story about some student who stole something from the campus store, and they basically were in charge of like chasing this individual down, and they were able to tackle them in the green open space green area, and grab grab the student, the simple shoplifter, and that was like the most amazing thing that they have done, like within. And then this is a close second, being in charge of this operation.
That must have been so scary.
Oh, it was, but we had no problem. Just like we've been trusted with this, the police have trusted us with this. We're going to make sure everything goes smooth. So, if you guys hear anything, make sure you report to us.
Will does like his best job at a salute and says, "Thank you both so much for your service."
They
I'm
kind
gonna
of
sneak around the
they
corner.
they do one of those things where they like get all like confident after you say that to them, Will, and Beatrix like it sneaks around the corner with all the things that she's gathered, and and that is where we pan out, and that is where we will end this episode of Proficiency Power here at Proficiency Bonus.